Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Tom Mizzle. You're watching my channel Mizzle 14, and I'm here doing a review of SVU, Law and Order. Well, Law and Order SVU, Season 21, Episode 3. Alright, let's jump right into it. I'm so upset. Like, I had just the recorder of this, and then my computer just stopped, froze on me, so I had to do it again. So, let's jump right into it. So, Captain Benson got a call saying that she got a tip of a serial predator who's targeting gay black men in bars. So since Finn has a son that works at a center, and maybe he mentors some of these guys or he counsels some of these guys, he said, "Can you get down there and get some information and see what he could do?" So Finn went to see his son at the center, at the LGBTQ center, and asked his son, and his son was like, to be honest, like a lot of these guys who are married, and I shouldn't be telling you this, are married or have kids, so they want to come forward when something like this happening. They too ashamed of this to come forward, not because because they will out themselves if their wives or kids wouldn't know, then they will figure out why they going to gay bars and know that they was gay. That alone. And then two, it's embarrassing. It's shameful. Like they will be called names. They go feel hurt. They go feel embarrassed. They don't want to do that ridicule. Just like when females go through sometimes when there's people. Imagine when men go through this. And sometimes people feel like men can get sexual assaulted, which is crazy thinking to think that. Because sexual assault has no gender. It's mostly about powers and dominance. So he was there and would say that, can you get somebody to file a police report? It would be confidential. He said, I can't guarantee that, everything, because at the end of the day, I more towards lines to them and not towards you. And that was that. So then we get this guy named Mathis. He's a singer. Mathis Book. And he's a singer, a celebrity. So he was in a car with his agent, I guess a bodyguard, chauffeur, driver, whatever he is, and his brother, Agon, Agon. And Mathis wanted to take a walk. I guess something was happening on his agent's phone, and he wanted to show it. He said, "Oh my God, this is craziness." He says, "Put that away. I want to do that." So he said, "No one, you go home. You relax. Go with your wife. Go with your family, stuff like that. I want to take a walk." So Mathis went to take a walk. So Mathis took a walk, and he ended up going to the gay bar. He had a little drink, and one of his fans saw him. He was like, "Oh my God, you Mathis?" And he said, "No, I'm not. I'm not Mathis. I'm not Mathis. I'm not him." He said, "Yes, you are. I know you are Mathis." He said, "No." He said, "Y'all, this is Mathis. This is Mathis. Y'all, this is Mathis." And the ticket, I said, "God, calm your ass down." Like he trying to keep a low key. He didn't get the clue, so he was trying to keep it low key. Like he was trying not to let anybody know he was there. Because people didn't recognize him when he was drinking at the bar like that. So why are you coming up here being a drunk fan? Trying to get to, so he was upset, and the guy pushed him over, and he was cursing him out and saying, stuff. So Matt just started walking out in a scaffolding, and isolated scaffold. And while he was walking, he heard a noise, and then after all of a sudden, we saw a light. And then next minute to know, we had two officers coming to the scaffold, searching the area, and see him bend over, pants to his ankles, with a bottle on the ground, and he was saying, "Help, help." And I said, "Oh my God, she got sexual assaulted, y'all." On that, his celebrity too, so it's definitely gonna get heated, amplified. So they got one of the assault, and he's at Mercy's College. Not Mercy College. No, Mercy Hospital. What the hell? He had Mercy Hospital, and they Benson and Finn went to talk to him, and basically say he don't remember that much. All he remember that he was walking, he needed some air, he was on the scaffolding, and he heard a noise. He turned around, then he saw a light, and somebody hit him behind him, and saw a light, and then next minute you know he's in the hospital, stuff like that. So they told him that it's a serial predator that's going around and targeting gay black men and everything at bars. And he said, "Have you?" And he stops while he was out. He said, "No, I didn't. I just took a walk." I said he lied because he was at the gay bar. Now, if he was at the gay bar, I mean, it not necessarily mean he's gay, but at the same time, it's like, okay, if this guy is attacking people and he's at the MO of attacking gay black men, and he saw you and he attacked you, then that means you are a gay black man as well. But at that time, he was denying it. He said, "No, I'm straight. I'm straight." I don't care like that. So they were talking to the chief. They didn't get his name, but we'll call him the chief. They basically call him chief throughout the episode. So chief, and they were trying to get manpower, some more people to be on the field and stuff to happen, and more patrol. He couldn't get much of it, so that was that. So, but they said to find out what this what he looked like. He said is a white guy, is a scary guy. Um, he had a hoodie on. He had hair. I think he said red hair or long hair, something like that. So, yeah, he said he had long hair. So I was like, okay, cool. So they went around, they were talking, they were saying, you know what, we gotta be able to get him to say something because yes, this happened to him and everything. But if he comes out, because it was like that he's just straight and all stuff and happening, and it'll make a difference. It's different because they were trying to figure out if anybody else who could who had a similar situation as Mathis. Because right now we've only got Mathis, but if he's talking to other people, nobody came forward. So now they in a bind. They said they only have to go through Mathis. So they was like, listen, if you get him to come out and say it, so they can get a public case. So they would say, you want him to out himself so you can get a public case. So he said, that's what we got to do and what we got to do. So they went to talk to him, and the agent was there. And basically the agent said, no, he's not gay. He is straight, something like that. He can't do that. But they were saying, your music touch people. You have the way to influence people. They could listen to you if you come out and say, oh, he said, you want me to come forward and say whatever it is to get the story out. He said, cool, I'm down. He said, I don't care if people think I'm gay or not. I'm going to do what I got to do. So he did this music coverage. And from that coverage, some people came forward. It was one guy named Devon, because he saw Mathis on television. And he said he saw a celebrity came forward, and this happened to him. Now, it gave him the coverage to come forward, because this happened to him. So, but the different thing is, Mathis got attacked on Friday. This guy got attacked on Tuesday. So this happened. He said it was similar MO, a similar thing that he got attacked on the scaffolding, but he was at the bar. It was a Tuesday night. He was drinking, and he went that thing 2 nights. One time, it was guy talking, so he let it brush it off. And the month later, he was at the same spot, but the guy said, "Oh, what about your wife?" and something like that. And he was scared because he got outed, just like that. So that's when he left, and then he got attacked from there. And then 2 other guys, black gay guys, came forward, and they all gave the same MO story. But the only thing is, they all was on Tuesday. Matthews on Friday, so it was like, what changed? If it's the same person, why he changed his dynamics, his routine, and with this Matthews, or they think it was escalated, or it could be a copycat, it could be 2 different people. What was the reason why this was different with Matthews than the other 3 victims? But now the other 3 victims don't want to come forward. They gave their statement, but they don't want to come forward. They don't want to testify and do anything. So they only have to go relying on the Mathis to get this thing through. So the only way they can really catch it, they were saying, listen, we go by it. Mathis said he saw this person, and this is it. We can find the person. Because they gave details. They were saying they gave him more like he's a white guy. He got reddish hair. He's kind of thuggish. He had boots covered painted and stuff like that. So he frequently was at the bar a couple of times, usually around on Tuesday, Sunday nights. So they went to the bar at a Tuesday night. But they was talking to see if we couldn't get any manpower stuff. They said, so Finn said, Chief, no offense, you his type. So you had to play that role so we could flush him out. And that's exactly what they did. The Chief went to the bar, he did. He played a part, he played as a team. And he was drinking, and different people was coming up to him and trying to flirt with the guy. I was saying, oh, yeah, so fiend. It was one guy who was fiend as a whistle. I was saying, you better stop being so open to this guy. It's like, he said, oh, I could be your friend. I could do this. I could do that. I was like, oh, my God. Sit your behind down somewhere. But they started giving up hope because it was like, listen, this guy's not around. We probably lost our, we probably lost it. It was probably not night. It's not gonna happen. Until when they were about to leave, but they said, hold up. They saw this guy. She saw, looked over, looked over to his, what he was saying, like this, facing him. He was looking over to his left, and he saw the guy. And the guy looked over, came with him. So they saw the guy match the description they was getting from. So it was like, this could be him. So he talked to the chief a little bit, and he said something to the chief that made Chief uncomfortable. So the chief went out to play this part, play his role. The guy wrapped his knife. He took the wiped his mouth. He took the bottle that he was drinking, and he put it in his pocket. Now all the victims got sodomized with a bottle, so that's the weapon of choice that he used to sexual assault the men. So, and then he tased them first, and then he sexual assaulted them afterwards. So, Chief was walking in the scaffolding, just like all the other victims did, and before the guy caught, when the guy caught up the chief, he was about to tase the chief, but Rollins and Finn caught him, and so he got arrested. So they got him, and they were sitting there talking to him and stuff. And basically said the whole spill, and the lawyer was not having it because he said he could find holes in any part of the story. So they went to the arraignment. They got to the arraignment. He got held in prison because he violated his probation and stuff. So they threw him back in jail and reprimand. And the lawyer said, I can get him out. You ain't gonna win this case. So he said, what'd you think? He said, oh, I know something about it. And you're not gonna win. So now they find out they got sort of video footage of the brother buying a taser with the credit card. So they looking, now they put in the coverage that it was a fake assault. He faked his own assault and everything. And now they was like, they was hashtagging, you know, social media get, once they get a story and there's a lot of celebrity, they quickly on it. So they were hashtagging, oh, liar, hashtagging fake assaulter. So I said, oh snap, this is not gonna be looking good. And now because of his thing and this kind of footage came out, now everybody thinking that because of his thing and he faked the assault, now the other 3 cases that are gonna come forward, they will be tainted because now he poisoned their statements and poisoned their things. So it's not gonna be really or held shit tight. And since none of them saw him and they only relying on him, since he faked it, now his credibility of this whole thing was shot, and now they don't have nothing case to go by. So now all the people who came to him, they believed in him, and nothing gonna go through. So they would say, why they came forward if nothing happening? So now it's like, yes. So they trust in the police to handle this. It's all shot because now the celebrity who aspired to come forward lied. And now the other 3 could feel like they think he lying too. So I was like, oh no. What was this for? So they went to talk to him and said, no, I didn't, this didn't happen to me. This happened on so we got somebody at the thing. Can you come and identify him? So you so sure that it didn't happen to you, so like that. They talked to the brother Akon, and he said this. The bodyguard said, oh, Martha said, Matthew said you can't talk to the detectives and all that stuff. So they keep their mouth shut. Even though Ronald was trying to get to Akon, and it looked like he was about to spill, like he was in the turn of battle trying to say something, but until the bodyguard came over. So that was that. And then what was that? What happened? Yeah, that was that. Yeah, until they, all right. So they got Mathis at the lineup. So they had the guy to line up and say, listen, if Matthew's the one who identify him, it would be a close case if he could identify him. And then we got it. And we could wing it out, work it out, so in the way with the video coverage. But if they could find the holes, they could see he could identify him. If he could identify him, then they have something. So he was there, and he was like, 2. Mind you, the guy was number 4. But it was like, 2. No. It could be 6. No. Is it 3? Is it 3? No, he said 3. Then he said 6. Then he said, no. Is it 3? Is it 3? They said, take your time. So he was, no, well, I will turn around, go back. He said, no, it's 2. So they said, oh, that's it. That's it. They had to stop it. Because he's jumping around numbers. He don't know who it is. So it's like, he basically confirmed it's like, listen, no. Now, It's that. So they took him inside, and he was talking, and he was saying his thing, he was saying his piece, all that stuff. Now they're realizing that he may have been making all this stuff up. He may be part of it. He was making this stuff up. I was like, listen, Alan a taser, it's not illegal. You can have that. He could actually fake his own thing, fake an assault to get attention for what it is. So they went to the agent, and they talked to the agent, and basically the agent said that, listen, because they were saying, the agent was so animated, saying, oh, he's not gay, he's all stuff. The agent realized, say, you know what, I didn't know he was gay. I did not know that, all that stuff. Matthew was actually gay, because he did came out, he did a video footage, he came forward, he came out, and all that stuff, and inspired the people. And, oh yeah, I forgot, he inspired the people that came when the guys came forward and all that stuff. And that's what's that. And the guy, one of the guys that came forward was Devon, and he said his piece, and he said all that stuff. I said that earlier in my video, that he was out smoking, and a guy, so he got attacked. That was that, and there's two other people. So they realized it's crazy. So they went to the thing. He said, I didn't know he was gay. So basically, TMZ was going to out Mathis. TMZ was going to out Mathis. And then, I guess, from there, and he didn't realize he knew the information of the 3 attackers. So he researched that, and he was able to replicate that. So, whatever reason, maybe he could use this to out himself and get ahead of his own story. So he won't have TMZ to out him. So I guess it was some way to get dirty information of, there was a dirty dirt on other people. Dirt on one of his clients. And that could use that instead of coming after him. But the agent said, if you didn't have it, if you didn't find the real person, the perpetrator who did this to other 3, his plan would have worked. So basically, it was confirmation that he did made up this, he staged this assault. And I said, come on now. Well, people who is actually out there who got victimized, who actually had assaulted, and you gonna lie about this because you don't want TMZ out you, so you made up the story so you can out yourself, so you get sympathy for whatever reason you was getting. What was all this for? So that was that. So now they was like, we can't do this. We can't do this and blame the victim and victim blame and all that stuff and shaming them and all that stuff because they came for us and looking for us to trust us, and we drain the trust by doing this, and we can't do that. So God said, yeah, I believe you, and I was this is that, and I can't believe I did all this, and this is the result that happened because of Mathis, and now all my stuff gonna happen, and now our stuff what we said is out the window. So they would sit down, and he realized it was a piece of information he didn't tell them that could help them with their case. Now, mind you, the other 3 said they never saw the guy, but Devon said he withheld this information, and he actually did see Moran's face. That was the guy named the Perp that he did see. He said the month before this incident that he got attacked, the month before, the guy, he talked to the guy. He see his face clearly. The guy Moran actually followed him to the bathroom. They was in the bathroom, they were flirting, they were talking. It was consensual. He was talking and flirting and stuff like that. He went to the bathroom. Moran got on his knees and gave him oral sex. And when he did that, he did that stuff. He came out, they took a picture, and then he flipped from that. It's like it snapped, like something in him changed and snapped that made him feel like it was a Jekyll Hyde. He was one day he was good, and then all of a sudden he coming out like he's so afraid and he's homophobic or something like that. So that. And then a month later, that's why he came and said your wife, and that's why he attacked them. So Devon able to identify the guy. So they used that, and he said, "Listen, you can get this, and you can do it one of 2 ways. You can get a popular plea, so it'll be no trial because if we go to trial, it'd be crazy and nobody identified. It'll be loopholes and all that stuff. It's gonna shock your case, and especially gonna rely on this Mathis guy. So now they know they can't rely on him, so they need to find out. So they said, listen, let's do it. So they went to a lawyer and him in the jail, and basically showing the picture, showing this all that stuff, and now like when man, he was like, oh, don't do this. So Carissa put him nail in the wall. He said, listen, you can take a plea and you can be in a jail cell as a straight man. Nobody know you was gay. And spend some couple years as a straight man. So like that may not mess with you. But we can put a trial and people will realize it, that you did this, you give relational game back man, all that stuff like that. You will be outed, you will be gay and stuff like that. And then you get put in jail, then they could do something worse to you. So what's the lesser of two evils? You will take the plea or just that. Either way, it's going to be damaging. You take this to a trial and it's come out, all the stuff happening and all that stuff, they're going to know that you was an undercover gay yourself and you bash these people because you couldn't control and you couldn't accept who you are. So you lashed out on these people and do violence against them because you trying to deny who you are, actually. So he ended up taking a 7 years plea of sexual abuse 1. And the chief asked him what will make him change his mind, and he said, if we tell you, we can't tell you that. It's confidential, something like that. Okay, just let him know, and just be. So Finn went to talk to Mathis, and he said, we got the perp. He took the plea on, something like that. And he said, because of Mathis, in one way, because of Mathis, they did curse the perp. But now he's like, that doesn't make me feel better. Now this is all out. It made me think of the line. This is that. But Finn said, listen, you was attacked. Something did happen to you. But not with this situation. But something did happen to you. So you need to go back and face whatever you was running from. Because something maybe did happen to him. And now he was get over that. So now it's like, it's haunting him. And now he thinking that he lashing out and using this as this was something happened to him. But he never, this thing was staged. But something did happen to him. So Finn said, go back in your past and face whatever happened to you. And you could heal from that. Because if he does it, it could continue on. And you will never heal. You will never learn from that. So, and you will never grow and continue on, prosper from this. And you're always going to be stuck in what the thing happened to you. But to lie and stage this, that was not a good call for him at all. So, but that was an episode, y'all. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Tell me what y'all think about this episode. And I'll talk to y'all later, alright? Peace.